The entire crypto market is in a squeeze right now, and we've started seeing Bitcoin decouple from major indices like the Nasdaq and the S&P 500, and despite most of cryptocurrency being down over 50% this year, there is a major push for adoption happening throughout Europe and Africa. So I want to talk about everything that is happening in the world of cryptocurrency here, make sure I keep all of you up to date, and then talk about where the crypto market could head next, because again, we are in this squeeze of sorts in between important support and resistance levels, and this has to be addressed. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Brendan, and this is the Crypto Analyst channel, where we help keep you updated on everything that is crypto related. But let's start off by addressing the chart over here on Bitcoin. And I'm going to move us over to the Coinbase chart for this one. But Bitcoin is in this important support level, and it has been holding on to this. And if you remember from my video just a couple of days ago, I talked about this very, very important support level. And that support level, of course, being that lower level of the $29,000 range and the upper echelon of that $28,000 range. And so what we've seen previously is that Bitcoin has never actually had a wick below this point. We've had a couple candles come down and wick and touch this level, but immediately be bought back up. The difference here is that what's happening with Bitcoin right now is that it actually had a piercing candle to the downside, with all of its candle body closings still being above this area. This is good in the short term, but we also have to now understand that Bitcoin broke through previous support and retested this level as resistance. And so now we are currently below resistance but above support, and we are heavily testing support. I mean, we've almost touched this support line for every single day for over a week straight. So this support level is really being stress tested as we speak. And this is something that I've been talking to the Crypt Nation team about. We just had a live stream over there yesterday. And so these are the important levels that I am watching for the crypto markets. I'm also taking a look at what's happening over here on the MACD and the RSI, because we could potentially have a form of bullish divergence happening on these larger MACD and RSI timescales. But again, if you want all my technical analysis in more detail, check out the link in the description below for Crypt Nation. And before we get back to the charts, I want to go over what's happening in the news and also what's happened over here with Nasdaq decoupling from Bitcoin. Now, first and foremost, DeFi protocol Izumi, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but Izumi Finance raises over $30 million and plans to launch their exchange. The funds were raised through the sale of bond vouchers, and it claims to back the new IZzySwap decentralized exchange. Now, is this game-changing? Is this new decentralized exchange or this DEX going to change the world of crypto? Probably not, but the thing to take away from here is that crypto is still bringing in large amounts of money. This isn't a couple $100,000, this isn't $1 million, this is $30 million that's coming in when Bitcoin is at a really undervalued price right now, to put it frankly. I mean, Bitcoin has fallen from $69,000 all the way down to where we're at right now, around $29,000, and this is a loss of over 57%. But despite this, we keep having new information come out saying that large money is still flowing into the crypto market. So I think that you need to have that kind of mindset when you're looking at this news, not, oh, this is probably another DEX that I'm not going to use, but this is, hey, large money is still very comfortable investing into these altcoin and into these alternative cryptocurrency projects that are not directly correlated to something like Bitcoin. And so, again, I see that as valuable. Now let's talk about this major European and Africa push that we are seeing right now. Now I will say I have seen a lot of news about cryptocurrency on the rise throughout Africa. And this is a reoccurring theme that I've talked about on this channel. I'm probably beating a dead horse right now, but cryptocurrency and the way that these kinds of new and innovative products work is that they work their way through the third world countries first, and then second world, and then first world. You're not going to have a major economy like the United States just say, okay, we're switching everything over to where cryptocurrency is legal tender. It's going to happen in a third world country as legal tender first, and then a second world, and then there's going to be, I guess, lower ends, quote unquote, of the first world country that are going to do it, and then you're going to have the major economic leaders of the world start taking cryptocurrency as a means of legal tender and everyday payment after that. And so what we're seeing from this article is that European families are seeing crypto as a tool to increase their savings. And so in this recent survey, it says the study noted that 3 out of 5 European residents declared that 50% of growth in their crypto. So there are a lot of people in Europe that seem to be really, really bullish on cryptocurrency. And so, and I believe somewhere in the survey was talking about, I believe the minimal owner to take part in the survey was like $1,000. So these were only crypto holders who had at least $1,000. And so I understand that is not the largest threshold, but it's making sure that you can't just say that, oh, hey, I'm a big crypto investor. I have $5 in Dogecoin. Let me take part of this survey. So you do have to have at least some kind of capital to take part in this survey. But I think the big takeaway here is that people are becoming increasingly more comfortable using cryptocurrency as a hedge. And although I don't think we are at the full point yet where people would use something like oil or gold as a hedge, I think Bitcoin is getting really, really close. And the market cap will continue to grow as this mindset continues to become more popular. Now, Mara raises $23 million from Coinbase. And this is in an effort to spread crypto adoption across Africa. The exchange is now holding a Web3 hackathon and launching products in a Pan-African campaign. This is important, right? Because what I was talking about earlier, Africa has been one of the countries who, they've seen a little bit of crypto adoption in the places that are a part of it, and then there's a lot of countries who just want nothing to do with it over there. Not to say that they're necessarily against it, but they just have other things to worry about. One of the big exceptions to this was the Central Republic of Africa, if I'm remembering that right, actually adopting Bitcoin and crypto as legal tender recently. And I believe that happened either this month or last month. And so this is kind of where the gateway has opened for other African countries to do something similar like this. And so once one country in that area has started doing this, I believe they're going to see the benefits of this. And they're getting cryptocurrency and they are offering it as legal tender when it's at an incredibly undervalued price. And so what I believe that we're going to see here is that other African countries are going to see the benefits of this. They're going to see the economy boost that come along with this kind of thing. I'm sure that they will offer some sort of incentives to different companies that want to come take part and reside in their country. And I just see more crypto adoption happening over here. So keep your eye on what's happening over here in Africa and also in Europe. I mean, we've seen a lot of big pushes in the last year throughout Europe, like Portugal just being a absolute safe haven for crypto, where people can get away with almost no crypto taxes. But as we are looking at the markets this morning and wrapping this up, most of the crypto market is sitting pretty neutral on the day, plus or minus 1 or 2%. The big takeaway is that yesterday when NASDAQ was actually red, it was red about 0.5%, and Bitcoin was green over 6% to the upside yesterday. So Bitcoin had a pretty green candle despite NASDAQ and the S&P falling, and this got a lot of people excited. Now, Bitcoin has started selling off just a little bit. Again, we're coming back to this very crucial support line. And so when I'm looking for this long-term trend of cryptocurrency, I'm trying to look at, okay, are we going to hold this guy? And then if not, what's going to happen next? So if you want to get, again, all my technical analysis in more detail, check out the link in the description below for Crypt Nation. But if you are new to the channel and just like the videos, that is perfectly fine too. Welcome to all of you guys who are new. And if you like the video, consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and maybe sharing this with a friend who needs to hear this kind of information as well. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.